Hey everybody, David with TWYCE Diecast. Today's premium mix episode is going to be brought to you partly by Whole Lotta Zip. Thanks, Rick. Well, like I said in the intro, Rick at Whole Lotta Zip has sent me a couple of beauties. Let's take a look at this St. James Red version of the Mini Continental, Mini GT, Bentley Continental, rather. We will look at 6 or 7 premium 164 diecast versions today. I hope you guys are familiar with all of these brands. If not, enjoy getting to know some brands other than Matchbox or Hot Wheels. I love these premium brands. As you can tell, I'm sitting here looking at this as I'm trying to talk. And they are the bulk of my collection these days. So let's get into it. Let's look at this Bentley. You've got beautiful black rims on this. You've got rubber tires. Mini GT will always give you a metal base, a couple screws holding the base in if you guys want to take it apart and put some different wheels on it, whatever you fancy. So we get plastic inserts for your lensed headlamps, a nice grille that is kind of a matte black, clear Bentley badge on the bonnet. Check out the detail on the windscreen. You've got some extra detail around the weather stripping and the rear view mirror area. You've got stripping around the glass for the window. Really cool bit of detail work on the rocker panel that goes all the way around the rear bumper here. Look at the lens tail lamps on that. Another beautiful Bentley logo on your deck lid and the white registration plate. No reflectivity on the side view mirror, but other than that, this thing is amazing. We'll put it on the turntable here as we go around, and then at the end I'll show you me putting it on the shelf that I have with a bunch of other Continental GTs. Be right back. Mini GT always kills that casting. So this brand, if you don't know, Schuko, is from Germany. This was another gift from Rick, and he knows what I like. I like European stuff. I like some of the nicer brands, I guess, one way to put it. Not that I'm a die-cast snob or anything. I just really love the extra details you get, and sometimes you are able to get them at the same price as a Hot Wheels Premium. And for me, honestly, there's just no comparison between some of these European brands and a Hot Wheels Premium, or even a Matchbox Premium for that matter now. So again, this is Schuko. And if you note on the box, guys, these are going to be all 1/64 scale. And I mentioned that because you say, hey, that looks like a Hot Wheels, and a lot of Hot Wheels are 1/64 scale. But before we get into looking at this car, I wanted to pull out a few examples of maybe how the scale is different. Okay, this is a brand not everybody has seen. This is Majorette. They are out of France. But as you can see, compared to a true 1/64 scale, it's bigger. And that's going to be the same with a lot of Hot Wheels. You can see the car is longer. And again, this is Majorette. So let's look at some that maybe you are familiar with. Here's a good old Matchbox. It came in a 5-pack, I believe. And you can see it is certainly bigger than a true 1/64 scale vehicle. It's longer, wider, and that should be the same if my hypothesis is correct for this Hot Wheels right here. You know, we all love Hot Wheels and Matchbox and the price point that they're at. But if you seek a standard scale for your collection, like I do, and you want all your cars to be relative to the other, you know, 1/64 is kind of what you have to do that. So these are great cars. Interesting enough, I have friends in Europe that have sent me a brand called RMZ City. It is not a fancy brand. You can see it has plastic wheels, you know, pretty entry-level detail work, although you do get front and rear lamps. It's painted, but I found it curious that they really were the only mainline brand that appeared to be close to 1/64 scale. How about that? RMZ City, their Audi R8 is pretty close to 1/64. So let's look at this one from Schuco. That's the point of me bringing it out today. I wanted to just kind of show you those in comparison. If you have other brands in your collection, collect what you want. I'm just giving you information. You do with it whatever you want. Okay, so Schuco, you get some lensed inserts for your headlamps. Coming around on the side, you get wheels that are, you can see air through them. They're not solid. That's really nice. Rubber tires. Even get some tread on them. Here's your base, held together by 2 screws. I really like the rubber tires and the tread on that. Okay, so you've got lens tail lamps on the back. Nice Audi badge on the rear fascia, I guess. Check out the exhaust detail you get. So that is an actual indentation where the exhaust is. It's not just black paint with silver around it. There's an actual hole there. Flat black for the rear body panel underneath the tail lamps. That's really nice. Little indentation here. Check out the engine detail work. Yeah, really nice Audi R8 from Schuco. So let's watch it go around and we'll hit the next one. Up next for you guys is a brand called Kyosho. They are from Japan. And this has an R8 on the box, but that is not what's in here. This is going to be a TT Roadster. I needed a clean version of this vehicle in my collection. So if you don't know, Kyosho gives you a plastic container with a little base card that sometimes has a card with all the variations of the vehicle and the colorways available. And so here's what we're talking about. This is a TT Roadster. Get it off this base. And these cars, honestly, Kyosho have really become accessible to a lot of collectors. Don't let the detail level scare you. These are definitely reasonable. So we've got a nice gloss black here. Some pretty cool roll support behind the seats. Hard to see detail on a black car. I think everybody understands that. A lot of reflecting going on. There's your 4 rings. They are actually not just painted on the grille. It's a different piece. That's a little bit of extra level of detail that you get. Nothing for the mirrors. Here's your interior. Pretty humdrum as far as that goes because it is black. Lens tail lamps. TT clearly seen on the rear body. Gas cap is done in silver. One more comparison I've got for you guys. This is a small car. This is where these smaller cars are really where the lack of any kind of standardization on Hot Wheels and Matchbox started to bother me, to be honest. Look how much bigger the Matchbox TT Roadster is compared to a true 1/64 scale by Kyosho. Kyosho, you get nicer wheels, you can see through those. Just, you know, the Matchbox is a great little car. But again, a Matchbox TT Roadster is probably going to be the same size as a GMC van, for example. So, great wheels on this one, rubber tires. Kyosho gets you a plastic base held together by a rivet, and you can still mount it back to the base. So check it out, and we'll be right back. All right, let's head back across the pond. Let's go to something American. How about a 1973 AMC Roadster? AMC, if you don't know, American Motors Corporation. This vehicle replaced the Rambler from 1971. They made these from 71 to 78. And if you want a little bit of trivia, if you see these bumper pieces on the front and the rear, in 1973, that was the first year that the United States mandated that all vehicles had to sustain no damage from a collision at 5 miles an hour. So that is why all the American cars have these ugly bumper caps. But let's look at this car. This is a great kind of almost a weird mustardy brown, yellow, white walls, trying to add a little bit of class to a really mundane vehicle. It's got a simulated canvas top. It's got a nice gold interior. It does have chrome trim around the glass. I like that. You've got some wipers added. Looks like the front end detail is where this one shines. That grille is nice and chromed out. You've got the little bumper things. You've got the headlamps done in white. Coming around, you've got some striping on the side. So that is going to be a side molding, and just a little FYI for you guys, the molding on the bottom of the window is called the belt molding, because that's where your belt sits when you're standing up against that vehicle. Check out the rims. They kind of a nod to what they had back then. I'm not sure those are pretty accurate. Door handles are done. Side indicator lights are done. What else we got on this one? Got some tail lamps done. Yeah, let's watch it go around. This is a pretty car. Good job by Greenlight. I do like that green light. I really like this green light. This 81 Dodge Diplomat. So this show, Greatest American Hero, was kind of a short-lived one. Some guy became a superhero and had to figure it all out on his own. I remember watching that as a kid. Never paid any attention to this car, obviously. Look at this Canary. I don't know. This looks like the car your grandma came to pick you up in at school, and you were embarrassed because it was this car when your mom or dad couldn't come get you. All right, so let's look at it. These rims look a little bit more authentic than the other ones on the Matador. I like the white walls. You've got a little bit of detail on the fender here. I think that says Dodge, maybe. You got a little bit of paint on these cowl vents. Wipers are done on the windscreen. Coming around on the front, you've got inserts for your headlamps on this one. Remember, the Matador just had white painted lights. The indicator lights on the bottom, however, are painted. Grille is filled in. Check out the blocky look on this one. So you've got indicator lights on the side. Door handles are done. Hopefully, yeah, looks like we might have a little defect on here. A little bit on the roof. I'll try and get that off before I put it on the turntable. Lensed tail lamps. Look at that Dodge 5-star Diplomat on the trunk, and you got a black bit of paint on the bumper, which is authentic. This is really cool. I like this one. So metal body, metal base on the green lights. You're gonna get rubber wheels. Before we put it on the turntable, that is an 80, what is this? This is an 81. Greenlight offers an 82 Diplomat. They made these from 1977 to 89. And when this thing came out, it was the same as a Chrysler LeBaron. So it looks to be the same front, the same grille, same front bumper. I'm not sure this isn't the exact same casting as the 82 and 81. Well, by name, it says one of them's an 81, one of them's an 82. That'll be up for you to see if you can ascertain any differences in these. We'll watch the 81 go around on the turntable and then hit the next one. All right, we saved the best for last, guys. Let's look at this brand, LCD. You have got to check them out if you like premium stuff. I'll be right back. I'm gonna open this up. Looks like it's got a lot of packing. I just wanna show you the box. LCD is what you're looking for. Definitely not a licensed vehicle from what I would guess. You don't see any Range Rover badge. Look at there, okay. So I'm not even sure that that little blurb on the bottom gives me enough confidence to say it's licensed anyway. It could be, and if I'm wrong, shame on me. Just the name here seemed kind of odd to me, but let's get it out. We'll look at the car, and who cares if it is licensed or not? I'm not that big. I just like looking at well done diecast. Be right back. All right, so here it is on the base. We'll take it off, don't worry about that. I just wanted to show you some of these premium ones give you a nice base with an acrylic top. This one, maybe it is licensed. We've got a Land Rover badge, certified by Range Rover Corporation. So I'm gonna take this off and we will look at it and go over it. This is one I've been wanting to add for quite a while. All right, so what do we got? Deep, nice indigo almost blue. Wow, look at this. I have got a piece coming off. I'll have to glue that back, but you guys saw that. That whole plastic piece right there is falling off of my model. Just is what it is. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you don't. So let's look at the wheels. They look right on the money. You've got a caliper painted in red back there that stays motionless as it should. The grills are done really nice on the side, the vents, lensed headlamps, Range Rover on the bonnet, even a Land Rover badge on the grill. The grill looks to be the right design. Range Rover on the plate. You've even got some reflective paint behind the headlamps. That's really well done. You know, if my window wasn't falling out, this would be a tremendous piece. You get some rubber tires, you get tread on them. Your exhaust is done, got a couple screws holding it in. Let's look at the base without knocking my window panel off. See a little bit of detail work on that. Coming around. Tail lamps are really done well. Again, I like the extra bit of reflective paint behind the lens. Range Rover on the lift gate. You can see the defroster lines on that. Got a spoiler, got a see-through roof, and you've got, see, this is the difference on some of these higher end ones. Look on the side view mirror. You've got some chrome paint reflecting on that. And just a beautiful vehicle. Watch this one go around. All right, guys, looks like we need one more clean Continental from Mini GT to fill out this row. So here's the red one we just looked at. Thank you, Rick, for that. And we got one more spot left. Hope you enjoyed this one. Take it easy. This is David with TWYCE Diecast. Have a great one, guys.